Well, hello. Welcome back to Pioneer Map. This is episode 14. Interesting episode today. We are going to show you some extra productions that we have had built on the farm. Just going past the bakery now as we make our roads and a bit of a yard around the production buildings. So that's the bakery. The baker's house hasn't been built yet. We'll do that in a little while. This is our windmill for making flour, and it also does oils, so it can take in sunflower, canola, and produce oils and olives if we ever get round to doing olives, and it will make oils as well as flour, which of course can be supplied back to the bakery. So the baker is not fully established yet. Still waiting for some machinery to come in. We'll have a house ready for him in a little while. We already have a house over here for the miller, and he will be able to get going pretty soon. He'll let me know as soon as he's ready to get going, and then I'll come and help him set up, and we will sort out the small holdings who can supply him. Right, so let's just give a quick look at the houses. Sorry, trying to talk and trying to make a decision on what house to build for the baker. Want to keep it fairly close so he can pretty much roll out of bed into the bakery, seeing as he'll have some really early morning starts. It looks about right. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. No problem whatsoever on that. We will enlarge this yard over time. This is just so that when we do our deliveries, we're not driving deliveries and collections. We're not driving all over the grass. Right. So what I want to do now is I want to pop down to the store and go and buy a plough stroke subsoiler to make a new field in not that area. That area. Why are you driving down that way? There we go. I think a bit of directionlessness, if that is a word. So in this area here, this will be, try and keep it nice and squared off down to around about there, but we'll need to get a plough that up. I think we'll do this lizard 6 meter, nice strong subsoiler. We'll load that up, we'll get it back to the farm. Yeah, after the freestyling of the last episode, I've decided that it's best to plough up the fields, try and make them as square as possible on the X and Y axes, just to make it easier for once we get workers going. There we go, nice looking implement. It does fold up, as you can see there. Right, so let's just take a quick squiz more or less at where the field will go. So we'll go all the way down to the bottom here, then right the way up to pretty much the access road into the production area, and then back down to the fields that have already been done. And that should make a fair size field. I want to try and keep this field for grains, so grains that can supply the mills. We can occasionally perhaps do canola as well, and sunflower to supply the oils, Well, we won't do sunflower because I'll leave that for the small holdings to do, but maybe canola as well. Right, so the miller's just let me know that he's ready to go, so I'm just popping up here quickly to go and help him get everything started. I don't know if you noticed as we were walking up there, but the actual windmill sails, I think you call them, or the spokes of the windmill, not quite sure what the correct technical term is, are not moving yet. So they will start moving once we get things activated. So what we're going to do is activate the sunflower, and we'll leave it as storing just for now, so that we can, for the first time, so that we can show you what it looks like when that comes out. But eventually we'll have the miller get his fillers to distribute. Right, so we just go down to the sunflower, guys. So instead of selling the sunflower, he's now going to distribute it, so that's going to take it straight up to the mill. And between the mill and the miller, so you can see there that the spokes or the sails are turning, shows that things are working now. Okay, so let's get this field sorted out and planned. I do take a little bit of care with the outline, so it's a little bit slow. I try to get them on sort of 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 and 360 or 0 degrees on the little indicator on the bottom left of the screen there, and that kind of means you're either plying north, south, east or west, and that also means that you can get a fairly straight line. Makes it easier for the workers. What was I looking for here now? Not sure what that was about. Right, let's get going. Put it down into gear, give it a bit of stick, give it a bit of welly, and off we go. So we'll go as far across as sort of towards just past the baker's house there, sort of towards where that tree is on the right hand side, and then we'll go down as far as we can. That'll give us a nice manageable field without it being tiny. I don't think it's as big as the other two fields that we've got, but I'm not worried about the size of the fields as long as they are easily workable. Right, so off we go, and we'll go down to more or less where the tree line is at the bottom, heading down towards the river. Just by the way, it would be worthwhile staying with us till the end of this video, because there's some further developments at the end of the video that are quite interesting. Well, I think they're quite interesting. So stay with us until the end. So off we go down. Yep, it's looking good. Slight downhill, slight uphill, but it's not too bad. As I have mentioned in the past, I'm going to try and keep some sort of trees around the river. It might go down. We might take out another level, but we'll leave that for later. We've got plenty of room to work with at the moment. Right, so let's just get this one sorted out now. I think I might have mentioned it a couple of times before, but I'm really impressed with this case tractor. I think overall it was about 100,000, and of course we did take out a loan for it, for some of it, about half of it, but I think it's been worth it. It's been able to handle most of the tasks we've been, well, it's been able to handle all the tasks we've thrown at it. It's perhaps not the flashiest tractor around, but it works. Around about 250 horsepower. Can't ask for anything more at this point in time. Yeah, just making some minor adjustments just to get it right, as well as close to, in this case, 0 degrees or 360. The difference is very, very small. I think it's called closing the circle. Any event, off we go. So when I get to the end of this pass, this section of the field, I will head up to the top where we started again, just so that I can square it off. Hopefully I don't go too far down this way and have a little bit sticking out, but I think I should be just slightly short. But we'll go up, get this all organized, and then we will square everything off. Well, everything should be pretty much squared off if I get it right. I haven't left a huge amount between the fields, enough to get a vehicle up and down. We'll have to be a little bit careful when we're doing harvesting and such like, but at the end of the day we own the field, so we don't have to ask anybody's permission if we can drive into field if we have to. We just have to make those calls for ourselves. Right, let's get that settled out, settle in, minor adjustments. Should just about be ready to go. We'll see how close we got down at the bottom. I reckon it'll be pretty close. It's quite difficult because from the bottom you're looking up the hill, so you can't really see where the plough started. Yeah, we're not going to be far off. Pretty good, if you ask me. There I go, blowing my own trumpet again. Well, nobody else will, so. There we go. So I'm going to put that onto a time lapse, the rest of it, and we will plough the rest of the field up. So we'll see you after we have ploughed the rest of the field. Alrighty, we're back again. So we've got about 2 passes still to go, and hopefully it'll all work out nice and smoothly so we can do it all in 2 passes. Looks like we will. We'll just get this done. Feels looking good. Once that's done, once this is done, I'll head off to the yard, and that's when I've got a couple of things planned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to sort out the yard. It's just looking a little bit messy with machinery all over the place. Right, did I manage to make it exactly? Is this going to be exact? Looks like it. Looks like it. Now, will we make the whole pass without? Come on, come on. Have we been doing? That's looking good. It's looking good. Doesn't look like we're going to miss anything on this one last pass. I'm as happy as Larry. Doesn't often happen for me, I promise you. Normally there's a little slither here or a slither there, but I think that's all done. So we'll head off to the to the yard now, and we'll go and start doing some tidying up. Well, here we are now at the yard, and I think I'm going to do a bit more than tidy up. I'm actually going to extend the yard into this area that we've cleared at the back there, and hopefully get a shed or two. I will do that on a time lapse so that you're not bored stiff with me moving things around and landscaping. We'll see you. Well, there we go. That's looking a little bit better. Fairly nice shed. About to fit quite a bit of stuff in there. A little bit on the sides. Might need to extend it down the back there and cut down that tree. It looks like it's giving the back of the shed a little bit of a scrape there. We'll have to just move all the equipment into the sheds. Well, I'm going to end that here for this episode. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.